We are back with Chris Cullen of Denton Guyer High School and the Thunder Water Polo Club. Chris is going to go over the basic drills for the center position, and going to start with the center base position. Chris.
Yeah, glad to be here. So let's talk. These are some of the Olympic development video clips that have been put together. So I'll just kind of go over each one briefly and kind of talk about how we use these skills during warm up and our skill sessions when we work on centers. So center base position. So the key fundamentals there to look for is if you look out their hands, wide sculling, his head is down, chin round, and back is rounded, wide legs in the egg beater position right here. So a good center base position is lots of power, so you have good strong base so that you're centered in terms of you don't have anything off balance. So if you look now, let's look at the side position here. Okay, his back is slightly rounded. He's pushing with his lower back, so he's going to be able to create leverage when he goes to snap with the ball. Okay, if you look, he's got his hands, his head is down, back is leaning slightly forward, not straight back, but he's got good leverage. All right, so then we'll add slow to fast. So if you look, they'll start off nice and slow, and then you add a little burst of speed, faster tempo on the legs and faster tempos on the arms. Okay? And I do this either for warm-up skills, and then an individual group skills where in space, we can add a defender with them, and you kind of do it on the whistle so that you start off slow, blow the whistle, go fast till I blow the whistle again. So 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, whatever you want. So look at the tempo, he's pushing, he's coming up a little higher to push the defender back so that he doesn't have leverage. So if you look, let's look at the side position. So they rise up, but it's still, his head's slightly forward, rounded back. Good fast tempo. Okay, let's talk about the center base position jellyfish. Okay, this is going to be able to use your arms just a little bit more, and then you're just trying to really fight for that position, add breaststroke kick, and then kind of squeeze your hands together. So if you watch when he's going, he starts off slow, fast, and then adds a couple of quick arm pushes to that last little burst to get them closer to the goal with a breaststroke kick and a double push with their arms. So let's look at it from the side a little bit. So there's a good example there. He goes slow, then he's going to speed up to fast, and then add a couple of big pushes to kind of get that last little burst to get him closer. So that's the center base position jellyfish that we'll do during warm up with either wits or with a center defender, depending on the time of the season, how much they're working. Okay, so that last little burst, that's the jellyfish motion that they're talking about. Okay, backup is also, now you're going to add a little bit of backstroke arms. So you go slow, fast, then a couple of backstroke arms. Make sure you tell your kids keep their arms under control. Those are potential offensive fouls, contra fouls. So you want to just kind of take a little half stroke chop strokes while you're doing an egg beater with your legs to kind of get so you can do a double arm backup, or you can do a single arm backup. So if you watch the example here, he also a couple of backstroke arms to force himself a little bit closer. So the side view, a couple of half strokes, push, push, and then slow, fast, and a couple of backup strokes. Okay, so those are the videos to establishing position. So let's talk a little bit about once you've got position, reverse sculling with the ball. This is one of the skills you'll need to be able to do before you can do the attacking inside water. So this is one skill we can do with warm up. It's hard to do for more than 5-6 meters, so I have them do it correctly and then take little breaks. Notice it's reverse scull, bicycling, drifting. Everybody calls it something different. You know, they're hooking with their right foot, moving their hand forward, pulling the water. Okay, if you look, the left hand is back behind them, sculling, providing propulsion forward. Head is up, looking forward, and then they're traveling. These guys are best players in the world. You see them doing that 5-6 meters. So this isn't something you want to do for 25 yards. So just do a little burst, they get the ball up, Okay, and then you can start adding a slam motion at the end. So the rise up, get vertical. This is the key thing that I tell my kids. You look at the wide legs here. Okay, they're elevating up. They're going to get their hand on top of the ball so they can slam down. Okay, and then dunk the ball underneath the goalie's arm. Okay, they're bicycling. If you look and notice, get vertical, and then it's a big breaststroke kick to end so they can slam.
And this is when you have done a 180 turn in center, or you have inside water.
Correct. You've done like a backhand turn. The defender's behind you. This is less important than now with the new rules, but referee, I mean, I would rather have a kid try to take a shot at 1 meter than take a penalty shot at 5. So I'm going to keep teaching this skill so that the kids can get up big and finish when they have that opportunity. So here's, I will do this. So this is a continuation. So starts off attacking that inside water. So now this is what I do too. I have them do a strong side turn, get their feet towards the goal, start their reverse skull, elevate up, and then a slam. Okay, and they can do it both directions, strong side or backhand turns, so that if they get that established position towards the goal, now they're looking to finish with the ball in their hand. And if the defender climbs on top of them, then it'll be a penalty. But I still want them to take that scoring chance from 1 to 2 meters. Okay. So now he's doing the backhand turn. Okay, with the attacking that inside water. So these are good skills once you've created that position inside water towards the goal between the center defender. So about 2 to 3 meters. Okay. And then let's talk about, this is one of the, we talked about maintaining ball side position. So this is something we do in pairs, and then we'll do it in front of the goal under control when I'm trying to control a certain type of skill during the drills. Okay, so I have the defender try to go around the left side. Now the center sides spins. Let's watch that again. Natural time, he spins and then tries to maintain ball side position, and then you reset.
And that's also called a counter rotation.
You can counter rotate, you can spin, whatever. So now he goes around to the other side and he spins into it. Okay, so these are drills that you do in space to work on maintaining that ball side position. And then you can start off at 50%, then go to 70%, then go to 100%. And then I control it so that, okay, spin around to the left, spin around to the right, half speed, full speed, switch. And then you then you do the same thing for a shooting drill. Okay, before you get the ball in the center, the center defender tries to get around, you counter spin, maintain your position, get the ball from the center, take your shot. Now, some of the other videos that I have, I do these are all different videos from the Cap 7 tip of the week. So, like different things that you can watch on your own. There is a great video, it's probably like almost 30 minutes. If you look at Performance Water Polo by Jack Coker, if you don't have the DVDs, then you can probably find it on YouTube somewhere. So I scour YouTube for game film, for skill videos, as simple as typing in water polo center position. And then I'll kind of sort through something that I find credible. There's the water polo tactician that does skill work and chalk talk and Cap 7 videos and performance water polo videos. So I try to use any resource that I can to kind of implement into my program.
All right. Well, Chris, thank you so much for taking us kind of through the videos and for the PowerPoint presentation. I do appreciate it.
Well, if you have any questions, feel free to, I'll try to do my best to answer it. Thanks.
All right. Take care.